starts to feed on the farm. Sonny was the second to the last one born, yeah. Mama ran away and his daddy beat him bad. He grew up wild, good love he never had. He had a left like Henry's hammer, a right like Betty Bamalam. He rolled with the muggers in the dark and dread, and all them suns went down like that. Well, he hung in the hoods, he wouldn't stroke the fans, no. He had dynamite in both of his hands, yeah. A boom bam like the slammer door. The bell and the can and the bodies on the floor, beware. The bear's in town, someone's moan says the bear's going down, yeah. The bear never smiles and Sonny's going out for miles and miles. Sonny's going out for miles and miles. Well, the rise did him like in the flight game, jocks know. With his low life backers and his hands like rocks. He didn't want to have a bogeyman. They didn't like him and they didn't like them. No black Cadillac, alligator boots, money in the pockets of his sharkskin suits. And some say the better could flop. They couldn't believe it when they saw him drop. He had a left like Henry's hammer, a right like Betty Bamalam. He rolled with the muggers in the dark and dread, and all them sluggers went down like lead. And Joe Louis was his hero, he tried to be the same, yeah. But a criminal child wears a ball and chain. So the simple right people didn't want him on the throne. And the hacks and the cops wouldn't leave him alone. Beware, the bear's in town, someone's moan says the bear's going down, yeah. The bear never smiles and Sonny's going out for miles and miles. Sonny's going out for miles and miles. Such. He didn't like needles, but he knew too much. Crisscross on his back, scars from his daddy like slavery tracks. And the second last child was the second last king, and never again was it same in the ring. He had a left like Henry's hammer, a right like Betty Bamalam, a row with the muggers in the dark and dread, and all them souls went down like lead. And they never could be sure about the day he was born. A motherless child set to working on a farm. He never could be sure about the day he died. The bell was a king, they cast aside, beware. The bear's in town, someone's mom says the bear's going down, yeah. The bear never smiles and the sun's going out for miles and miles. Sun is going down for miles and miles. Thank you.